Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm fishing at Chesil Beach. It's Sunday the 11th of June. It's 6:15 in the evening and we've got a low tide of about 7 o'clock and high tide is 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, Monday morning. So the plan is fish up to high and see how we go overnight really. Just arrived, first rods are in, I've got 3 rods are in. Fishing a variety of baits and tactics. I've got a clipped 2-hook rig, size 4s. I've got a size 4 pulley pennel, and I've got a 3/0 pulley pennel with a big bait. And baits today I've got rag, squid, bluey, mackerel and sandeel. I did a little bit of spinning when I arrived. I caught a big chunky mackerel. I'm probably going to take it home because I need to demonstrate to my wife that I actually catch something. I'll show you that later on because it was quite a big mackerel, about a pound, which gave a good fight on light tackle. But on the main rod so far, nothing's really happening. It's quite an overcast day. We've had rain. I've been hiding away in the bivvy, but it's just starting to clear. So fingers crossed it'll be a nice evening, a nice end to the day. And the rain will subside. Anyway, we'll come back when we've got some action. So I got a bite on the left hand rod. I'm going to just have a look at that, see what we got. There we go, lovely red Gurnard. He's taken on a little bit of bluey. I'm using, this is a 2-hook rig. I'm using little pop-ups on the hooks. There we are. That's a beautiful little Gurnard. Pretty happy with that. Let's put him back in. I should have said I was fishing down the Ferrybridge end of Chesil. I parked in the main car park by the cafe and the wildlife centre, and I've walked up towards the bird sanctuary about 1 kilometre. I'm fishing basically in front of the bird sanctuary. I was planning to walk to the bridging camp, but I brought way too much gear and I was not making very good progress, so I stopped and thought, well, this will do because there's nobody here. So yeah, that's where basically I am. No real sea state as such. It's a gentle swell rolling in. There's a very light southwesterly 5 mile an hour, something like that. The rain has stopped, which is great, and it's coming up for low water now, 7 o'clock. So that Gurnard actually gave me a little bit of a slackline bite on the 2-hook rig. So that's nice, nice to catch something during the day. Just really, today is really just about getting out. I haven't been fishing for 3 weeks since I was last down at wherever I was. Lantwick Major Beach when I caught those all those baby bullets. So it's just really nice to get out and see what the Chesil can throw up. No real tidal current as such. It's quite a small tide. There's only about 1.5 meters of tidal range change. There's a little bit of that brown mucky weed in the water which collects on the leader knot, but it's not excessive, so that isn't too bad. But bites are pretty hard to come by at the moment. A good bite here. Fish on. First one for a while. A lot of weed at the moment as well. Not sure what this is. It's another big Gurnard. It's a cracker. There we are, another beautiful red Gurnard. I have to say that's probably one of the biggest ones I think I've ever had. He's taken on bluey again, so both Gurnards have come to bluey. Let's get him unhooked and put back in. Aren't they beautiful? I was going to say, aren't they a beautiful fish? Hopefully you can hear him grunting away. Let's put him back in. Well, slackline bite on the left hand rod. The fish on. This has got a 2-hook flapper, sorry, clipped 2-hook rig with bluey again, so might be another Gurnard. Well, it might not be a Gurnard, it might be a mackerel. He's obviously been attracted by all the bling on the trace. Anyway, that's another one for some fresh bait, or maybe breakfast tomorrow. Okay, we're cracking slackline bite. Just cast out that rod again after having that mackerel, and I think I've got another mackerel on it again. Yeah, the cracking bite. Just cast it out. I was just actually over trying to spin for mackerel, and I obviously saw the bite, and looks like I've missed it. Glorious sunset. It's still quite cloudy here, but absolutely glorious sunset here at Chesil. It's about 2 hours after low water now. Bites have been still pretty infrequent. Other than the 2 Gurnard, I've just had 1 other bite, and obviously 1 mackerel spinning, and that mackerel just now on that took the bait. The little terns are still flying around. You might hear them chirping away on the video. There's a bird sanctuary behind me. They've put now a wire electric rope or something there. They've got big warnings on it. It was just a rope last year. They're slowly upgrading, but obviously the area is cordoned off for the nesting, so you can't go in there. But you can hear the little terns chirping as they go out and diving into the water, gannet like, to pick up the fish that they're feeding on. Anyway, a beautiful end to the day here at Chesil. I haven't had that mackerel. I just had a quick cast for spinning, see if I could catch a few more, and had 3 mackerel, and they're quite decent. They're quite decent size actually, so that's nice to see mackerel around. But obviously it means there's a lot of people fishing on the pebbles for the mackerel now that they're arrived. Well, here's an absolute monster of a conger, look. It must be 12 inches long. He took a whole prawn and squid dongle. Greedy little thing. Anyway, let's get him unhooked and put back in. If my previous videos just come out, because I just caught a little Smoothound, about £3. I got a couple of photographs that I'll put in. So it's 11 o'clock, it's been dark for an hour, and I've had a conger, dogfish, Smoothound, and just had a very small pouting. So basically the fishing just turns on as soon as the lights go out, which is great. So Smoothound gave a great run. It's my first ever Smoothound at Chesil, so I'm really happy about that since COVID. So it was only a baby one, a little starry Smoothound. Yeah, that's great. I'm really happy with that. So plenty of action now, the lights are out, so let's fingers crossed we can get another couple of fish. Well, the fishing's gone pretty quiet. Had those 4 or 5 fish in the hour, 10 till 11, but it's now 11:45 and just picked up another dog. So yeah, a couple of hours to high water, and let's see if we can pick something else up. Something took a liking to my pouting. Absolutely in tatters. I think it might have been spider crabs actually, because I could see gentle taps on the head, on the line. No big bite or anything like that, but this pouting that had taken ragworm is completely mangled. So anyway, I'm just going to put I got a big bait in the gutter, and just wind that in and change it, and I'll put this pout on and see if we can get a bass or something like that. Well, it's 2:30 in the morning. The fishing's been really slow for the last couple of hours. Just had 1 bite on a prawn dongle, which was stripped, but plenty of spider crabs. Here's a first one I've managed to land. So there's plenty of these around, and they're stripping the baits, the worm baits and stuff like that, every 20-30 minutes. So just be prepared for that if you're coming down. I stopped using the pop-ups in the dark, thinking that the the crabs might have gone, but they're still there. So anyway, he's had a little ride in. You can now have a little chuck out. That's 3:30. The spider crab action has been non-stop, so I put pop-ups back on. On the first cast with a pop-up, I get an absolute tiny conger. Anyway, it's a fish. It's the first fish I've had for a couple of hours. I've got a mackerel head in the gutter. I had a run on that. I picked up, but picked up and dropped, so I missed that. So it's pretty quiet, actually, pretty quiet here. I'm going to carry on for an hour or so. Persevere, see if I can get something worthy of the camera. Anyway, let's cast back out and go again. Well, it's 10 to 5 in the morning, Monday morning, and packing up now. Thanks for watching. Few species, not as busy as I thought it was going to be overnight. We had a good start in the evening with Dogfish, Conger, pouting and Smoothound. All those fish caught up to about 11 o'clock in the evening. And then after that I just had a couple of small congers, a couple of small pouting, and that was it. I had one run on a mackerel head close in, but it had been dropped by the time I got the rod in my hand. But overall, quite an enjoyable session. A couple of nice red Gurnard yesterday afternoon before darkness, and obviously my first Smoothound at Chesil since COVID, so I'm happy with that. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all again soon. And if you're out fishing, take care and best of luck. Cheers now, bye.